Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. In this video, we're going to talk about how to stay cool in this Arizona heat. A lot of people say, how can you help keep your RV cool? And then what do you do outside? There's so many things to do. Another thing I'm going to talk about in this video is places to camp. If you don't want to go to campgrounds, there are plenty of pullouts that you can go to. Along our drive here, it was just so many pullouts that you can go to so many campsites. So I'm going to show you guys some of those today. But first, let's talk about how you keep cool in the RV. Travel a lot with Thousand Trails, and a lot of the campgrounds don't offer 50 amp. You're going to get 30 amp. There's an upcharge in some of the parks for 50 amp. So we in this large motorhome, and one thing that we do is we try to keep these lights off. These lights generate a little bit of heat. So you want to try to limit the amount of heat coming into your RV. So we turn all our lights off when we can. Another good way to keep the cool in is you have to block all of your windows. Throughout the RV, we have all of these shades to block the sun from coming in. That's going to be one key thing that you have to do. You don't have to have black curtains. You can have whatever you have to block the sun from penetrating through the windows to get into your RV. That will help your AC not have to work so hard to keep the air cool inside of the RV. We can only use one AC at a time because we hooked up to 30 amps. So closing off these doorways. So I'm going to open these up so that you can see. Back here, this AC is off. So if you have all of this open, the AC is going to fight to try to cool this off, and the heat is going to try to fight to keep this warm. So you have to close this off. RVs come with doors. Hopefully yours come with a door. You can close it off. We also have another door here that we close off. This, oh my God, it can be 100 degrees outside, and just cooling off this small area makes it a lot easier. But since we got kids, we leave this one just partially open, and we open up our bathroom door, and that also helps to keep the heat back there and the area here cool. So now that you know that, what do you do when we go outside? I'll show you that in a second. Same thing at nighttime. When you go to bed, the sun is going to be going down, so you really only need one AC. All of the kids sleep in this area here, so in the AC it makes it really cold at night. So we just transfer it. We use the AC in the back when it's nighttime, and it cools off everything, and we leave everything open. If you're going to try to enjoy outside with your kids, the best thing is to try to come out very early before the sun gets at his strongest point. Usually around noon, going into afternoon, 1, 2, 3. That's when the sun is going to be at its strongest. But if you can come out 8, 9 o'clock in the morning before that sun gets strong, your kids can have fun. It's not too hot, and they can enjoy yourself. Right now, we're going to be out here in the desert, in the playground, just playing for about half an hour to the hour. If it gets too hot, we'll go back in. And there's always signals to tell you that it's too hot. Your dog would tell you it's too hot. So there are plenty of shaded areas that you can find. There's always going to be a tree somewhere, and your pup, he may be walking. If you see him picking up his paws, it's too hot. He was just picking up his paws over there. I noticed it, and I was like, oh God, let me get you into a shaded area. So that's one good sign, one telltale sign that it may be getting too warm when your dog starts like heat is too much on the ground for him. Usually on pavement, you'll see them doing that a lot. But dogs, especially Labradors, are very smart. If it's a grass area, you got to be very careful because they're going to dig up that grass to get to the dirt underneath because it's cooler. He did that in Texas. So when we come to areas like this, we always look for a tree or something that we can get under just to give us a little bit of shade, just so that we can help see and stay out a little longer, let the kids enjoy themselves. The kids, they don't care about the heat. They just be running around. But the one thing that I noticed about Arizona is that this heat is a dry heat. When we was in the East Coast and we was in the heat, even in Virginia, I was just sweating, sweating, sweating. And here, I have very little to no sweat. So I have to keep my skin moisturized while we out here in this sun because I will burn like I never burned before. And I realized that because it's like a dry heat. Even now, I'm out here talking. It's hot, but I'm not sweating because it's dry. So if you can see, the kids are behind me on the playground. We test everything before we get on to make sure things are not too hot. We touch the slides, no go. Especially metal slides, no go. But these are plastic, and you come out very early. It's still going to be hot because the sun comes up at about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning over here, and the sun is just going to be beaming on those things with no shade. But all the other objects are like covered, they're under, so it's not too hot, and the kids can run around and they know to touch before they get on things. So right now Grayson is in the back on a slide and he's having a ball, and the kids are having a ball. So let's get closer just to see how they're doing. Not only do I have to monitor the kids, I have to monitor Mac too, because as soon as he feels that heat, he doesn't like it. Sit, Mac, sit, sit. He ain't listening. He saw me walk away. So with him, with this heat, he gets hot very, very fast. As soon as we come out the door, he goes to the bathroom. He wants to go right back into the AC. But I still walk him just a bit so that he can have his exercise, so he's not staying still all of the time inside the RV. And that's the same with the kids. But he's okay. We gave him a lot of water before we came out, as well as the kids, so that we're hydrated. And we're only going to be out here for half an hour. Look, he's coming again. A lot of the times when we come out here to the desert and a lot of these locations, we stay in RV resorts. So right now we're in Verde RV Resort in Cottonwood, Arizona, and you have all these amenities. Right outside the campground, as you're driving like a mile, mile and a half, there's a pull-off where you can see all these different like camping spots where you can go to. They're off grid. You can use apps to find a lot of these places, but we were just driving and we just happened to see these pullouts. I'm going to take you there, but a lot of the times we usually stay in RV resorts with the kids because it has all the amenities. Now, with the camper that we have, the motorhome, you can pretty much stay anywhere. All you have to do is fill up your fresh water tank and you're good to go, because you have the generator that can power everything in your rig. You have your stove, you have your fridge, and you can live the same way that you're living inside an RV resort. We just like having the amenities for the kids, like the park, the swimming pool, and you have walking trails. You have everything that you can want. But you can also have that out in the desert, which is right over. It's walking distance outside of this resort. I'll show it to you right now how close the desert is. Just a little bit right past those trees. If you can see, that's the desert. And I'm going to take you guys in a few out there just to show you that there are roads that are just like dirt roads, and there's pullouts. Look just the same as some of these campgrounds where there's pullouts, but somebody obviously made it, and people just after years and years of just parking over there, it just turned into like roadway that you can use as camping spots. Now, if you like look at a lot of YouTube videos, you'll see people park there and making food and everything with the nice, perfect scenery of the desert. And I'm going to show you that. So that will be our next step. And we're headed to California for the next video after this one. So we want to stock up on a lot of our things like groceries so that we don't have to worry about looking for a market when we get to California, because the place that we're staying, I don't think there's a Walmart for 30 minutes. So that's very, very far. So we're going to stock up. We already stocked up before. We did a Walmart haul, but we're going to get some more things like the kids' milk. They don't drink regular milk. They drink almond milk. What else we need? Like some more bread, just to last us a couple of days, because we're going to spend the 4th of July back here in Arizona. We really like it here, so we're going to come back here. So let's get started, and let me show you where the spots are that you can come in boondock. And it's like right next to this beautiful camp resort where you can go for free for like I don't know about spending the night, but you can go for the day and have a meal and just have fun and chill out and just see all these exciting places that you see on these videos. You can see our rig all the way over there to the left. Well, straight ahead, not even to the left. That's our rig right there. While we out, we might get new tires, 2 new tires, just in case anything happens. So our tire size is 205, 75, or 15. Right out of Thousand Trails Road, right out of the campground here, there's a pullout. So when you're in Cottonwood, you can come right off Thousand Trails Road and Cottonwood. And before you get to the Verde campground, Verde Valley campground, there's a pullout where you can do boondocking and all sorts of things. I'm gonna show you that really fast. The sign is coming up. Oh, I need a haircut again. But the sign is coming up. I'm gonna show you, and you pull in right here. When you pull it into Thousand Trails Road, it's not too far. I'm coming from the opposite angle from where the campground is. Here's the pullout, and you just pull right in. And this is the scenery that you'll see in a lot of videos. It all looks the same. So you can't live out here. This one here is for like daily use, but you can find the other ones that you can use for a very long time, 14 days in BLM land. I can see a road going all the way down, and it circles around so you can get all the way down into the valley. This is so cool, and it looks like I can see some other campsites there on the pullout, but I guess the two sites that I saw this way that we came in, we're in the second one. I believe that's for the people that's not so adventurous, but if you want to be very adventurous, you can go all the way down into the valley. I'm not that adventurous, so I'm going back to the car. There's the car there. I'm going back in, heading out of here. Get out of here. This was pretty cool here. There's two more small sites. There's one there and one there. So it's two small sites that you can just pull into. So I got two new tires just in case we get a new blowout on the trailer, on the car hauler. And I found big old tires in Cottonwood, Arizona. And the total came out to $178.85 for two tires. And here are the two tires. Well, I'm trying to pan the camera back. Tires there. Now remember, when I had the blowout a couple of videos back ago, they said they had tires for $120. Those tires probably were not $120, but when you're having people going out to do things for you, they're gonna charge you more. These tires were only $79, and I probably can find them cheaper at Walmart for maybe $60 for the trailer. You take care of them, they're good tires. But let's go. I gotta go get some food now from Walmart. Get a little bit of the things that we ran out of. Well, we didn't run out, but we want to get extra so when we go into California. Some RVs here too. And this is the sign here. Big red old tires. No, I can't read. Big old tires service center. Right, here we go into Walmart. Being able to take things into the city to get them fixed costs you much cheaper. Gotta get out of here before I do too much damage. On the way back to our motorhome. Not too far away. It's Cottonwood, Arizona, baby. I was telling you guys about the insert. It's called Big Naughty Day Use. Big Naughty. But it's right here. You just come in and then you can go down this road here. And you gotta be careful when you go in. It says entering camping restricted area, day use only. So you can go in and just hang out for the day in that one. So beautiful here, my friends, so beautiful. Let me move this out of the way so that you guys can see without the reflection. But it is beautiful, very beautiful here. You can see down into the canyon, something down there, which is pretty cool. I'm guessing we're gonna be down there pretty soon. I'm gonna check it out because we're gonna be staying at Harvest Host and it's very close to here. You guys remember the blowout? We have new wiring, baby. We have a new plug on there. Everything to go in. You guys in the Arizona area, check out Verde Valley Auto Electric. They work on cars, boats, trucks, RVs, trailers, mobile service. Just a look at the van. You can pause it, take down the number. You gotta always check on this piece here to make sure that you have it in. Got to show you guys, we did get some cheesecake. Yummy! So the car is a little bit more packed now. We have the new tires inside that we're going to install if we get another blowout. We have
our water tote, and our extra generator right there. And it all fits in while we're traveling. Hello. Last night, and then we're headed to California in the morning. Matt just finished wetting up a spot here, an empty camp spot. Well, we're gonna go dump this last bit of garbage. Then we're going back into the RV. Oh, let me tell you something. I was showing you the boondocking sites that's free over here, and two of the clips didn't load. You know, I'm using a Bluetooth action thing that starts and stops the camera, and for 2 clips it didn't start or stop the camera. So we have 2 sections that wasn't there. One I was going to use for a thumbnail, and it was pretty cool, and that one didn't record. So upset about that. That's almost similar to you having a recording and the audio goes out. So disturbing. If you can see the eyes on the camera from here, pretty hard to see. Gotta really focus so you can see it. Kids want to take the long way back so they can scoot on their scooters. Go ahead, y'all can go ahead. They want to scoot on their scooters. Mac is over here, wagging away. Can't wait to see these mountains again next week. To get a haircut and shave. It's one of the good things about having your clippers here with you. But now let's get back and finish dinner. Because we're cooking, by the way. Gotta miss these views. Okay, now you can see the eyes. They're coming out clear in the camera, that color.
Got to mention that we're having burritos for dinner. Anita's over there preparing. How you guys like them burritos? They good? You can show it now, Grayson, if you want. Oh, look at that. Mommy put everything in there. Oh, yummy. Huge burritos there with rice. We have everything. I'm going to sit here and enjoy this burrito. I'm kind of upset that the picture that I took with the car over in the boondocking spot, it didn't come out. I'm so upset at that. I mean, I have another picture that's there, but I wanted the one that I really liked. And I did 2 poses in those pictures, and none of them came out. Man, it happens, though. Matt, go in your house. Have to tell the dog to go in his house. But take a closer look at my burrito. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she fabulous? Right taste test for my burrito. Mm. Why go to Taco Bell? You have rice, chicken, cheese, mayo, beans, and every bite. Why go to Taco Bell? Mm. Mm. Got a tomato in there. Mm-hmm. Really nice. Mm. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my burrito and get back to you. Wow. Roll me over. I'm ready to fall asleep. That was scrumdiddlyocious. I gotta sneeze. Well, excuse me. I'm coughing and sneezing. That was one of the best meals I had this whole trip. I love it. I love home cooked meals. I like them a lot more than food that you go to out to the restaurant. We went to the restaurant not too long ago, and when we went, we get a little sick sometimes. So that's why we like getting food from the house. We went to Walmart again, got a little bit more food because we're going to California tomorrow. And I don't know if they're shopping around there where we're going to be. It's going to be a lot of venturing. But we have the 4 fridges packed up with food. So hopefully we make it there with no snags. Hopefully the trailer breaks and everything works fine. As the ERV guy, the repair guy, put a new plug onto it. So hopefully everything works well. He said that the RV, that it was the sensitivity was at the highest at 6, so he put it down to 2. I will leave it at 0 if I can, but we're gonna test it tomorrow as we leave. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna disconnect it, because if we don't disconnect it, I'm gonna pop another 2 tires. But we do have the spares, which is a good thing. So if anything happens, hopefully we'll be close to someone that can fix it or put new tires on. But hopefully the trailer is working well. I know not to press that tow hole, but I'm never pressing that again. All right. That's all for this one. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, the subscriptions are free. Comment below if you like these type of videos. If you want us to go visit some more harvest hosts in Arizona, California area, let us know. We're going to try to hit some more of the harvest hosts up before the end of this trip so we can see how great they are. We stayed at 2 so far, and we really liked it. So we're going to do it again. The only thing is most of them have no hookups, and it's like 100 degrees on this part of the country. So stay tuned for that. See you later, everybody. I'm tired, and thanks for watching. My name is Ricky. It's not tired. I am tired. See you later, everybody. The kids want to say bye, and of course I have to angle their camera, the TV, because their TV is on. Angle the camera. This guy want to say bye too. He pays all the bills in the house, so he sleeps the best. Pay all the bills. See you later, everybody.